Thanks, everyone. Oh, sorry, one more. Go ahead.
I just want to follow up because I want to clarify. You said that a policy discussion behind the scenes with the president and this delegation is private. I just want to clarify, following up on what Yamisha was asking, I'm not asking for a detailed readout on a private conversation that's happening in the Oval Office between the president and this delegation. Journalists have not been allowed to see what's happening inside places like
I understand, and I said, so all I was conveying on that particular piece, just for clarity, is we're probably not, for expectation setting, we're probably not going to do a readout of their private conversation. I know you weren't asking for that.
We get a readout on what these children, whom we've not been able to speak to ourselves, are saying to the delegation of 14 members that went, on the conditions that they're being held in, or if not a readout on this conversation, on what these kids told people like Julissa, can we get it ourselves?
Well, first, as I said when you asked the question earlier, we are very open to and support, and the president does, providing access to these facilities. We need to do that in a way that protects the privacy of these kids who are under 18, is safe given COVID protocols, and we are committed to doing that. So we're not expecting you to take our word for it. I was just conveying that any private policy conversation, I just didn't want there to be an expectation every day that we'd be reading that out. This will be an ongoing discussion. And of course, we want to bring more people in here to shed more light on our thinking, on how challenging this issue is, on what contemplations we have to ensure that children are in facilities that are safe, that help, and that we take steps to expedite the process to get them to homes that are either family members or homes of people who are sponsoring them. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. A quick follow-up on a different subject. You mentioned last week that the president is expected to give a formal press briefing.
Press conference, yep.
Yes, before the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a commitment. In the next few weeks, we will see him and take questions and follow-ups and so forth.
Yeah, he has done about 40 Q&As since he took office, but in terms of a formal press conference, which I understand there's a big focus on, yes, we will have one before the end of the month.
And what does it mean going forward? Will we see more of president buy-in, specifically?
More than 40 Q&As in the last month, or?
Where he will be submitted to more extensive questions, follow-ups, the kind of things we're doing today. Will we see him regularly?
I don't know that you'll see him more than 40 times a month, but I'm happy to ask him that question.
The Senate, before approving the ARP on Saturday, defeated an amendment that would have funded schools and universities under Title II if they allow transgender kids in athletics. However, that amendment got support from senators on both sides of the aisle, including Susan Collins and Joe Manchin. As head of the Democratic Party, did the president express any regret that that measure got bipartisan support?
Well, first, let me say the president's position on the rights of transgender kids to play sports is clear. He signed an executive order, and he believes transgender rights are human rights and wants to see kids have the opportunity to play sports and participate in a range of activities. I would say we expected, as there often is with vote-a-ramas, there to be a range of amendments that he would oppose, and this certainly would have been one of them, but I don't have anything more to read out for you in terms of his specific concerns.